And by the way, my name is Versatile, aka the Alkebulan. Trust the name, you can trust when it comes to all for the reaction. And right now we're reacting to day 6 of Diddy's trial. Listen, all I can say when it comes to this federal trial, I just wish that there were like proper cameras inside. Oh, I say proper cameras inside, and we could actually minister it properly. You know what I mean? Because this is an interesting time we're living in. I can't even lie to you on that one. Interesting time. Let me get the notes up properly. I still haven't got up. I promise you. The notes I had before, they were not the accurate one. They were not. Give me a second, people. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. By the way, my name is Versatile, aka the Alkebulan. Trust. I'm going to say my name again and again and again to make sure you understand who I am. My name is Versatile, aka the Alkebulan. Trust. The name you can trust when it comes to all things reaction. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Like I said, we're reacting to Diddy's trial. Get me? I have to do this over because there's this mad information that's becoming that. Yeah, there's a lot of information. You know what I mean? And I don't want to get anything misconstrued. I just want to get straight to the point so you can understand exactly this is what's happened, this is what's happening, and do you know what I mean? And what we can learn from this situation. First and foremost, one of the main lessons is make sure you are a responsible adult for your actions. Be accountable for your actions. That's one thing. Two, at the end of the day, get me. Anyway, let me not get into it. I'll do a proper lesson thing another time. I would have notes on that. So listen, I already know about day 6, right? And I mean, so I already know about the charges and this, that, and third. Already know that thing pleaded not guilty. So day 6 focused on the prosecution using Dawn Richards' testimony to show Sean Combs' control over Bad Boy artist, Frank Piazza's video analysis to prove violence, and Sheree Hayes' account to detail free-cost logistics, reinforcing coercion and enterprise. All right, so day 6. These are the following people that testified on day 6, May 16th, 2025. They are Dawn Richard, former Danity Kane member, also Diddy Dirty Money. I mean, the clue was there. Bad Boy, Diddy Dirty Money. Do we have to go there again? Diddy Dirty Money. Like, the clue was there all this while. And what's insane to me is how criminals always leave breadcrumbs. They always leave breadcrumbs. It's like there's always a trail. It's like it's only until things are fully exposed and you realize, wait a minute, it was there in our face this whole time. This whole time. Anyway, Frank Piazza, forensic video expert, Sheree, the Punisher, Hayes, which is the male escort. So, let's focus on Dawn Richards' testimony. So she's been a Bad Boy artist from 2005 to 2012, alleging abuse and coercion by Sean Combs. Dawn basically testified. Yeah, that's on purpose. That was on purpose. I know that. So they better tune into my life when they see me. You dig? Anyway, Dawn testified for 2 hours describing Sean Combs' volatile behavior and control over Bad Boy artists. All right. Including herself and Cassie. She recounted a 2008 incident in a New York studio where Sean Combs allegedly punched Cassie after a disagreement leaving her with a bruised face. Dawn said Sean Combs forced her to rehearse for 48 hours without sleep during Danity Kane's early days, threatening her contract termination, which I find very insane here because that really is control, and that's abuse. Like, it's one thing to want your artist to be ready, be prepared, right? That, yeah, that's one thing. But to not practice, to not get no sleep is another thing. But then also to dangle the contract and say your contract will be terminated if you don't do this is another thing. And then you can put it into context and be another context and be like, well, maybe he said that because he wanted to motivate them to. Do you know what I mean? Like, because if I'm thinking about football, for example, I'm talking about, if some of you call it soccer, like, if you think about it, there's a situation where managers or the coaching staff, whatever, will see in training or see on the game day that, oh, if you're playing this horrible or if you're acting this way, you're gonna get dropped. And if you get dropped, your contract will get terminated because eventually, do you know what I mean? You can play. There's ways to play it, but at the same time, if we look at the context of everything, this ain't that. You know what I mean? This is exactly control. This is manipulation. That's what that is. That's definitely not to do with promoting and motivation, all that stuff there. That's nothing to do with that. She also witnessed Sean Combs arranging free-offs, instructing staff to book hotels and escorts. The defense, via Agnifino, cross-examined Dawn on her continued work with Sean Combs post Danny Kane, suggesting she benefited from from his mentorship. That's a good point. If you knew he was like this, why you still work? Why did you still work with him? It's a good question to ask. Now, Dawn countered that she feared career sabotage, which, by the way, Wendy Williams has been on the brunt of that in the early days. Do you know what I mean? The moment, anyway, I'm gonna see if I can find out audio, all that footage or whatever, and yeah, we'll get into that. Definitely get into that. All right, so one of the standout quotes from Dawn is, I saw Diddy punch Cassie in the 2008. Her face was swollen. He controlled everything we did. Now the links to the charges. So you got blank trafficking, the punch and control indicate coercion. Suggesting Cassie's freak-off participation was forced. RICO, the 2008 incident, and staff instructions, show a pattern of violence and an enterprise using bad boy resources, right? Transportation, hotel bookings imply interstate travel for freak-offs. Now, that's that one, right? Now we're going to the next testimony, which is also from Frank Piazza. Like, there's a lot going. Can I do to day 23? Well, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to. I don't care how long it takes me. I'm gonna have to. I'm going to have to. It's not even a joke. I'm genuinely gonna have to. All right. So, as you know, Frank Piazza is a forensic video expert authenticating the 2016 hotel surveillance video. All right. Sean assaulting Cassie. Piazza, Frank, should I say, testified for 1 hour, confirming the video's authenticity, dated March 5th, 2016, at the Intercontinental Hotel in Los Angeles. All right. He described Sean kicking, dragging, and throwing objects at Cassie, aligning with Cassie's and Regina's accounts. Frank detailed the video's metadata and chain of custody, refuting the defense claim of tampering. All right. The defense, via Esteval, questioned potential gaps in the footage, but Piazza upheld its integrity. The prosecution replayed the video, prompting a visible juror discomfort, which is going to be understandable. If you're seeing video footage like that, it's very discomfort. Like, it would make you feel uncomfortable. Because even when they put that in the media like that. It was uncomfortable to watch. Then they released an actual another video. Not another video. They released a full video. Scary. And to think, before that video was released, Diddy was stating his innocence. Anyway, so the standout quote from this testimony from Frank. To be frank, he mentioned, hear me out. The video shows Mr. Combs kicking Miss Ventura repeatedly. It's unaltered and unmistakable. So links to the charges is pretty much like we said with the previous day. But blank trafficking, the kicking supports coercion, implying Cassie's compliance was forced. RICO, the violent act, is a predicate showing a pattern of abuse. The transportation, the hotel setting ties to travel for Sean Combs events. All right, so that's that one. Now we're going to get into Sheree Hayes, aka the Punisher. We're going to get into his testimony. Well, this is going to be interesting to read. Get me? Anyway. All right, so what is his role? He is the male escort hired for Sean Combs' free cops between 2015 to 2017. That's 2 years. 2 years, you know. So, Sheree, let's call it the Punisher, testified for 90 minutes. That's a whole football match, bruv. 90 minutes, 45 minutes aside. But then, minus the break, well, yeah. Anyway, I keep in mind. Let me stay focused. Detailing the role in free cops arranged by Sean Combs' staff. He described being paid $3,000 to $5,000 per session to perform blank acts with women, including Cassie at hotel. Not even women. Wait a minute now. Including Cassie at hotels in New York and Miami while Sean Combs watched or participated. But wait. Huh? Watching? Because the other male escort mentioned about him watching and directing. This one is saying, oh, he also participated. But I guess participation could also mean something else. You know what I mean? The Punisher said Sean Combs provided MDMA and baby oil and staff ensured dreams were prepped. He noted Cassie appeared uncomfortable and submissive during encounters. I won't even use the word submissive. Because they're submissive in terms of, just say forced. Use that word. All right. The defense via Joe Gregos questioned the Punisher's credibility. Really? Why? Why would you? Anyway. Highlighting his escorting career and suggesting he exaggerated for attention. Exaggerated for attention? He's in the court. He's testifying. He's saying what he knows, what he's experienced. And you're saying he's exaggerating. And especially if he's mentioning the amount of money he got paid, don't you think he's going to have facts and evidence? Just saying. That's what you should more or less. That's what should be asked. Do you have evidence of Mr. Combs or his associates paying you, as you say? You know what I mean? That should be it. Do you have evidence of the time of you going to this hotel and that? Like, that's what should be the question. Again, I'm not an expert. I'm just saying what it is. But what would you ask? Leave the answer comes to below. But anyway, and the Punisher said, or insisted his account was truthful. Why would he lie? You know what I mean? Because you got to remember, he's putting himself out there like that, and it's uncomfortable for him. Because then some people will imply that, oh, if he's doing that for Cassie, and because then you're mentioning how he would sometimes, like Diddy would sometimes participate. What do you mean? Does that mean you know what I mean? You swing both ways. And as per an interview I have seen via one of Cameron's podcasts, get me, you don't swing that way, bruv. So what we saying? That's why I said the participation could mean something else. The participation could also mean directing. That's participation. You know what I mean? Anyway, so the standout quotes from this testimony was Cassie looked uncomfortable, like she didn't want to be there. Diddy was in charge. So linked to the charges, blank trafficking, Cassie's uncomfortable demeanor suggests coercion, indicating forced participation. RICO, Diddy was in charge and staff involvement show organized enterprise. Transportation, New York and Miami trips confirm interstate travel. All right, so that is that on that one. Give me a second. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on that day. I'm very intrigued to know. I'm very intrigued to know, like, if now that wouldn't make sense. I'm gonna say, would his bodyguard Gene Deal still test? Not still. Would he testify? But he didn't. He stopped working for Sean Combs in 2004. So I don't think his testimony would really mean anything, if I'm honest. Unless no, it wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense. Maybe if they bring up they look into what happened to Kim Porter, and then you know what I mean, they charge him if there's evidence, or if there's a trial for that, and there's evidence that can prove that, then maybe Gene Doe could testify in that particular trial. I'm just thinking ahead in it, because it's like at the end of the day. Give me a second. But yeah, I'm just thinking ahead. Like I'm thinking, who do you think? Who else do you think will testify? Leave your answer in the comment section below. Who else do you think will testify in this case? That's either going to be on the prosecution side or the defense. Like I'm intrigued to know about who's going to be on the defense side. That's who I'm intrigued to know about. I'm intrigued to know who's going to defend Diddy, bruv. Like who? Give me a second. Let me just put out the next notes. All right. So, but yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button as per usual. If you haven't, make sure you like. If you haven't, make sure you also share if you haven't. And if you have, if you have shared, share again.